Hey everyone. Well, I've had a chance to calm down from yesterday. I appreciate all of you so incredibly much and your support and your love that just poured out. I was a bit of a mess. I basically recorded that video almost like just within minutes of hanging up the phone. And I knew it was going to be extra emotional, and I think getting it out really helped as well. It helped kind of calm me down and recenter and figure out what to do. Really, the first step I took was calling one of the other contacts that I have. Of course, it was almost 4 o'clock their time, and so all I could do was leave a message. But then I called the NIH works with a travel agent, and they're the ones that also scheduled Josh's flight as well, and told me originally, which is why yesterday I was freaking out, that it was non-refundable. There was nothing we'd be able to do. But I was like, okay, maybe that's not the case once I kind of had a chance to calm down. And so I called and kind of explained the situation, and she's like, oh yeah, no, we can do it'll be a credit, and essentially he has a year to use it, and the only difference is if the next flight is more expensive, you'll have to pay the difference. So that's figured out. I was able to call and cancel our hotel and get everything kind of in a whirlwind canceled, just so I didn't have to worry about it. All of this while hurting from the shingles, and throughout the day it just kind of got worse and worse. And it went from more of like a cramping feeling and every once in a while like a shooting super sharp pain to that super shooting pain, which was like the nerve pain almost all the time. Like I was by probably 5 o'clock up in my bed, curled up with like multiple heating pads, trying to surround it to see if anything would help, and nothing really seemed to help. I was absolutely miserable yesterday. And then I am on gabapentin because originally last week when I was having some of that like super sensitive skin pain and thing, they were thinking it was potentially, granted it was now probably this and we just didn't know it yet, but they were thinking it was just kind of like that overuse of oxycodone and causing nerve pain and things. So at bedtime they're having me take it, and so, but that's also when I take all of my other meds as well. So I was up to take, my normal pain meds. I've been throwing in some ibuprofen, and then I had the antiviral and the gabapentin, and whatever combination it was, within about 20 minutes of taking all of those, that nerve pain just started to settle down, and like my whole leg was still like crampy, but the nerve pain settled down enough that I was able to like take a deep breath. I felt like for the first time in hours, and was able to fall asleep amazingly. But I woke up at about 1 just hurting like nuts. Took some more pain meds. It seemed to help again, and was able to get through the rest of the night. This morning, waking up, I've had a couple bouts of that sharp pain down into my foot, but not like last night. Mostly it's just that like crampy feeling. My muscles are all just like super tight down there, like from my hip all the way down into my calf, and even like my foot itself like just feels sore and tight. And so I'm still very, very uncomfortable, and the pain meds aren't doing a whole lot to help with that. So I'm gonna make do. It's actually like this morning walking around has actually helped quite a bit. I was in the hot tub first thing this morning just to see if that would help loosen anything up. I'm hoping the nerve pain will stay away, and that maybe last night was the worst of it, but we will see, and go from there, because man, I don't want another night like last night. It sucked. And man, for any of you, I know there's a number of you who were like, yeah, I've had it, it's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible, and I'm so sorry that anyone ever has to deal with this, because wow, it sucks. On another note too, and I'd mentioned it previous videos a couple days ago, was they were going to try and switch my pain meds. Instead of the oxycodone, they were going to put me on Dilaudid. Well, I'd said I was going to hold off until after my trip to make that change. Well, now without the trip, I'm able to make the change now. So I actually just got off the phone with my palliative care, and at some point today we have to go and pick up the pain meds and the switch and see how that will work, and see. And the challenge will be that with the pain from the shingles, that it's going to be kind of hard to determine normal with the pain meds until this passes. So hopefully by the end of the weekend, maybe most of the pain from the shingles will be gone, is my hope. And we'll be able to get a better feel for what the Dilaudid is going to do for my normal pain. That's always there. Yeah, this was a much more technical video today. I apologize for the boredom that I'm sure all of you are yawning and whatever. But okay, I think that's all I have for you today. I will definitely give you guys an update. I know Josh did an update, so there's a lot of things that I didn't cover that Josh covered, as far as airfare things and all of that, in more detail. So if you haven't seen that and you have more questions, check that video out from earlier today. And other than that, I bid you all adieu, and I appreciate you. Ha ha ha. I'm a poet. I don't know. So be kind, make good choices, and I will see you guys all later.